Welcome everyone for some Valorant going on tonight. I'm Canon here with Zero Fight. We've got an exciting matchup. It's Mizzou versus Boise State here as we get ready to load on the map 1 of Haven. Mizzou is on the attacking side, and I do believe this is their map pick.
Yeah, it's going to be a really good match. Mizzou so far undefeated in NACE, not dropping a map, so we'll have to see if they can keep that up tonight against Boise.
Yeah, Boise, good team. One of our players, Mason, actually wearing his Boise hoodie, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. It'll be a really good talking point throughout the series. I believe he used to go to Boise, and then he transferred to Columbia College, and then I believe he transferred over to Mizzou. So it'll be a really interesting storyline to keep an eye on as this match goes on. But as we're hearing, Agent selects a pretty traditional comp out of Mizzou, just the double initiator. But as you look towards the Boise State side, you're really seeing that guard comp with that double controller, which will be something to definitely take note of as the match starts.
Yeah, definitely, a little bit different meta reads on both of these teams, the guard comp versus the standard double initiator, as you were talking about. Guard comp, I would say much better for those lurks early in the rounds, along with the defense. Having the Viper just set up is much better than a second initiator.
Yeah.
But I feel like the hits that are going to come out from Boise State are going to be a little bit slower, a little bit not as fast as Mizzou want to go.
Yeah, and you're going to see this wall come out pretty often from Boise State side. On the C sites, they're going to be playing for a lot of these flood retakes, a lot of these trying to anchor sites and either do one of those two. So it's going to be interesting to see how Mizzou adapts to that throughout the half.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they adapt already. A lot of fighting going on mid. Immediately, Super Shy is able to take down one. So starting off strong with the first blood, as Boise State's aggression not working out for them this time.
Yeah, that push down through mid instantly punished out of Super Shy. And we see Ponder here taking some shots, but it looks like it's just going to be a quick A-pop.
Yeah, darts out, KJ stuck in the corner, taken down. There comes the paranoia, Zella back into a corner. Master's going to take down Panda with that swarm. As Spike gonna get taken and planted. Empty Streamer picks up a nice one. There's the paranoia onto 2. Prestige gets the trade back. Conch gets 1. And stunned up, 7 HP, is able to sneak on out of there.
And Mizzou find themselves in a 3v1, a very advantageous post-plant position. Yeah, and there's not much of a way for Prestige to get in that round. I mean, one way on top of it all, and it's a great pistol round, honestly, out of Mizzou.
Yeah, great way to start it off. Starting strong here. Ponder, nice kills, and again, Super Shy with the jet. He likes playing it. We've seen it a lot. Very good duelist player, very aggressive, and he gets away with 3 kills.
Yeah, and it looks like Mizzou is just gonna go into a default right here on this second round, just hold this aggression. We saw the aggression out on that pistol round, and maybe expecting something similar on this on Mizzou's bonus rounds, but they just really want to convert this anti-eco.
Yeah, and look, Boise State, 4 members mid, going for that aggression like you were talking about, but no one from Mizzou actually playing around it. So Boise's aggression is gonna not pan out, and Panda through the wall finds a nice kill.
Good shot, yeah, and they're using all this UCL to clear Master out, and I think they're just gonna...
Standing ahead.
Oh.
He learned that one. He learned that one from Blake.
Yeah. That's a...
Oh, it doesn't matter, though.
Shot.
He doesn't need to see them. Puts them through the wall. As Mizzou are hoping to get a clean, flawless here. They picked up some rifles. No Spectres or, Stingers. We see 2 Vandals, a couple of Bulldogs, and some Guardians. So, it'd be very big if they get this win without dropping too many members.
Yeah, it'd be super important in converting this bonus rounds, and it looks like it's just going to be a flawless out of Mizzou.
Got some. It is going to be a flawless.
Yeah.
They're so confident with Conch able to pick up that kill. They're using utility on each other. They know that they've got the round under lock and key.
A little bit of BM there, but yeah, like you were talking about, I mean, having 2 rifles, 2 Guardians, and then a Bulldog going into this rounds, I mean, it's essentially, it's practically a full buy when, you're hitting shots like Ponder was sitting, like, through the wall, can't even see them. So
Panda also through the wall. I don't think they even saw like an angle. I think it was just a random spray through that mid window, and they happened to get a kill. Which, I mean, you take what you can get.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they're looking to play this into the rifle rounds. See if we keep seeing that aggression out of Boise State's. But it's just going to be a slow start, some mid control from Mizzou, and exploring the front of B, maybe try and break some killjoy util.
Oh, up top, it didn't spot them.
Whoa.
Fortunately, Supershot does fall.
Just baited by the turret there.
Yeah, absolutely. The drone didn't, get through there. Those nerfs on the time actually did kill Zella there.
Yeah. And that's one of the reasons you've definitely started to see this Omen Viper, Harbor Viper comp on this map, is those Sova nerfs really do hit hard, and so the Sky Util can just really give you a lot of that same like dog info, but they're going into a hit here, but Skelesis. Oh.
Nice shots there by Panda though. Picks up 2 in return. Makes this rather doable. It is still a little bit tough. Dog gonna get a lot of info. The stall from the aftershock. Big kill needs to be found, but unfortunately shots don't land. Ponder has a dart. There's gonna be the paranoia from up top.
But Panda gets a third.
Panda going huge, gets 3. Now it's a 1v2.
Oh.
And Panda with the 1-tap. 4K.
He is not playing around tonight. He did not. I mean, he just wants to put them down quick and early.
Yeah, I mean, you saw his reaction to that, dropping the peace signs after an easy 4K. Yeah. 8 out of 9 on the Breach ultimate. Huge ultimate to have for these hits as well. That was the bonus run from Mizzou. Boise State 0-3 back onto another save.
Yeah, and if they can start getting these ultimates up and snowpiling them early in these rounds, they're just going to be on a tear, and then they're going to have that economic build up, and it's going to be really hard for Boise to get back in this. So these next few rounds are going to be really important for Mizzou to convert.
Yeah. Once again, hoping for another flawless. They did it earlier. Boise State, they are changing up their positioning a little bit. They've moved the Viper over to A, no longer on that C side.
Yeah, and this is definitely a less traditional wall. You see him playing in front of it, but it's definitely just to give a bit more lax on the Omen smokes, get a little bit more free reign on how the Omen's able to play instead of just focusing on smoking that A sides.
Yeah, it does make short a little bit scarier. There's a lot of corners that you can hide behind on the smoke. And Boise, they've rotated the jet over, so there's going to be the 3-stack over towards A.
Yeah, for sure.
Mizzou might just back off. They get the orb. Yeah, through the short, as we see, 3 members are going to try to find an angle.
Are they going to get the timing on this? I mean, does Zayla even look for it?
Zayla. Oh,
he gets punished.
That's a rifle upgrade there for Boise State.
Yeah, and you're going to see Mizzou just start to quickly pivot. You saw 3 members in A short. You know that there's not likely many on C side, so they're just going to try and take this quickly, take up some positions in this post plant, and just get the best post plant as possible, because they do have a rifle looking to invest.
Oh, they're going to send the Rolling Thunder spawn here. Ponder's waiting to play off of it. Dog comes through. Yeah, but it's actually going to hit Ponder. It will stall. But Ponder's not going to play off it. Conch might have a good timing. Timing is everything here. Oh, the timing is just not there. The Master takes that down. But Ponder and Panda find 2. Even the numbers. That's another for Ponder.
And it doesn't look like Boise's going to get this round, but it was definitely very costly for Mizzou. 3 down, but I mean, they're just going to be able to buy back up in the next round. So
yeah, but you don't want to have to be using a Rolling Thunder on an eco round.
Yeah.
It feels a little like you have to at that point. You're down in numbers.
Yeah.
And they do pick up a rifle.
And so like we were talking about earlier, they're not going to have the ults to help snowball these rounds. They do have the Sova ult still, a few away from both the jet knives and the lockdown. But an op coming out of coming out from Skelesis early, it posted up on mid. We might see definitely a bit more aggression in these later rounds, but Conch has an op of his own.
Yeah, we don't see this very much. I know Fnatic likes to do this, the KG op to be able to hold down those sight lines, hold that flank. And Zelda through the smoke finds that first one, and here comes the Hunter's Fury, just to make sure the plant goes down relatively for free.
These blind shots coming out from Mizzou are nasty. I mean, it's just disrespectful.
It is. We've got to have like a tally or something for how many times they're shooting people through walls, through smokes.
We're at 3 right now, I believe. We're at 3, so we'll have to keep track of it through the rest of the match. But yeah, 5v4 post plants. It doesn't really look like Boise has a lot to go into this round, and it looks like they're just going to save. They invested the op. They only have 3 rifles, not really any ults. And I mean, like we were talking about earlier, the eco is really not great for them. Mizzou has this bank just built up, and Boise is struggling to piece together a buy. And if they go for it next round,
might find this Viper here.
This would be huge.
Oh, he finds it. That's a gun down.
Yeah.
Boise not even to save 3 rifles, only 2 in that operator.
Might be able to scrap together a buy here, but I mean, it's going to be really rough for Boise State. So I'd accept, yeah, a timeout makes sense right now. So definitely like to see this come through from Boise State. I mean, they definitely need to change something.
They do.
Yeah.
So far, like they've been trying to stall with the Viper and the Killjoy. They have a lot of stall utility, but Mizzou finds that opening pick. And usually it's onto someone very important. They either find it onto the Killjoy or a smoke player. And then from there, it opens up the map so much.
Yeah.
Haven already somewhat attacker-sided team map just because there's so many different entry points.
For sure.
And they are not playing around. They're not trying to push one place and try and take space. They're playing very passive, and Mizzou is definitely taking advantage of that.
Yeah. And to go further on that point, I definitely think I'd like to see Boise like lean into that like Harbor Viper comp, or not the Harbor Viper, but the Omen Viper, excuse me, a bit more. And like I was talking about at the beginning, play those like flood retakes, try to get early as they are like planting the bomb, get in quick and really flood, or try to anchor, try to take those positionings and help fight. And so it's going to be really important for the Boise players to manage their rotations, and whoever's calling for that really needs to put an emphasis on that, as it's one of the main win conditions of this comp. But yeah, it'll be super interesting to see how Boise play at the or coming out of this timeout. So a Judge, a Spectre, and then the 2 rifles and the op. They put together something, but it definitely isn't much.
Yeah, Boise is changing up things though. They have taken a lot of space, both C and A.
Yeah.
Oh, Piggy's stuck in the Omen. He's not looking. He saw the gun. Oh, timing.
But it looks like it's going to be a quick B to A. Maybe plant for A link. Yeah. And I mean, Zayla just has all of this space for free, but
Zayla might have
Master. Does he get the? Oh, what a great position. I don't think Master's gonna clear Zayla out. And Conch has the
nice timing. 1, that's 2. Looking for 3. Not able to find it though.
Close.
That's gonna even the numbers up. Super Shy is gonna make that into a Mizzou advantage.
1 enemy remaining.
And the shorty from Conch, the double blind Omen, all by themselves, finds another. But it's gonna be tough. Conch up posted. Easy shot.
Yeah, and time was so low there as well. I mean, Zayla really didn't have to do anything there except for jiggle that corner, and they're winning that round. So they did switch it up. I like the early aggression they got. Caught Mizzou off guard by doing that double pinch, but it wasn't a full buy round. They had mixed guns. So this round they're really going to be saving, and then the round after is really when we're going to see the effects of that timeout come through.
Yeah, and I will say the mid-round calling from Mizzou is very well. They notice that the C push is coming, and they think, okay, so the C push is here, but there's no op. So there's probably an op stacked somewhere on A or on B. They peek out A, they get the information, they know it's not there, and then they just take the side. But the Bucky double kill from Prestige.
What a play. You've heard about the Steve-O Bucky, but the Prestige Bucky came today.
Oh my god. Actually, that was a 2-for-1 combo.
You should run.
They continue to fight.
Lockdown also dropped.
Yeah, very like not traditional position, just to try to get them out of short and get that sight. They don't have Heaven smoked off, but they still are able to get it, but Prestige, or...
Yeah, the Jet does have the knives. Conch posted with an op. TP tries to beat Conch. Here comes the Seekers. That's going to get Conch off that angle. Flash as well. And there's going to be that roll, or the Omen from the shadows. Stellaris picks up one, but Conch, nice shot. Not able to get the other one. Prestige and Tamayo pick up the last two. That's going to finally get Boise State on the board.
Yeah, they turned that around really quick. A scrappy little retake coming through. It didn't look very well, but some nice shots hit, and they converted the round to get their first on the board, and that's going to be really huge. At the seventh round on the half, a great turning point to be able to really crawl back into this half if they want a chance.
Yeah, and they even grabbed the op for Skelesis, so the operator back in the Jets' hands, but plenty of money for Mizzou. Everyone's able to get full rifles. There's another op for Conch, so they're not strapped for cash by any means. But I mean, Boise, it was very scrappy, as you were saying. It was a thrifty. There's a double kill with a Bucky. It didn't feel. It didn't feel like it was like earned. It felt very lucky. Like that double kill, you only get one, or maybe you don't get any, and the Bucky just dies. Like that's easily a Mizzou round.
Yeah, and we'll have to see if they can convert another one. I will be interested to see. Mizzou definitely will have to play a lot more carefully around those corners, knowing that they like to shotgun. They brought the Judge out a couple rounds ago, and then they brought Bucky out then. They got severely punished for it with the double kill, but it looks like Mizzou's just defaulting in a group up towards A here, potentially, and hit. No, it looks like...
Planning on walking away, not letting...
changing their minds.
Yeah, not letting the lurk down short pick up anyone again, as it's happened before.
And Conch has this...
they're gonna hear the rotate. The Viper hears all the rotates. Clear corners. Clear the corners. They don't clear the corners. That's 3!
Yeah.
Prestige finds the last 2. Oh my goodness. Clear your corners, guys.
Yeah, that's definitely a feels bad moment for Mizzou, but it happens to the best of us, so that's definitely not the way you want that round to be going, but yeah, there's not much to take away from that round. I think the calling from Mizzou was pretty good. They had the rotate on it, but they just, like you said, didn't end up clearing those corners. The peek off of the Viper as well from the sky really just to put down that round and close it out.
Yeah, very well played. Very good hold there from the two members. Mizzou now, I think they're just going to be full sending it. They don't even care. They've got the Rolling Thunder. I think this is just going to be an explosion out on the site.
Yeah, potentially with this breach ult, we'll have to see. And there it goes. And I'm interested to see how Boise responds. They all have 4 players here already, and I want to see if they commit to that flood retake that I was talking. They have the Killjoy lockdown, so definitely gonna put a lot of pressure. But it looks like Mizzou has lineups for that to break.
They didn't break it. They actually didn't break it.
Oh,
that's 4 members detained.
Yeah, this might be a wrap on this round.
It might have to be, unless Conch goes big, finds the first, dodges the blind, doesn't find anything else though. Alex trying to sneak in there, but doesn't. Boise State they're starting to get these rounds.
Yeah, they really are, and this is what I was talking about. That thrifty round was super important to start crawling back into this half. They can make this a very competitive half, like we were talking about earlier. Haven is an attack-sided map. We have the 3 different sites, multiple lanes on the map. So even if Boise is able to get to like 5 rounds here, I mean, that's pretty good for how this half started for Boise State. And
yeah,
so,
I mean, they were down 0-6 at one point, bringing it to 3-6 now. Much better positioning. They're starting to get money in the banks for each of their members. They have the Viper's Pit, very, very strong ultimate, very scary to deal with.
Yeah,
for Mizzou.
On the economy side, you kind of see it flipped from how
look
it
at
was.
Piggy all the way in the back, ulted into their spawn.
Yeah, so quick on that. At 35 seconds of the round, he just pretty much instantly ults, hits the lurk, and no one's on C.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of information. There's this Viper here. They've got to clear it. That's one, though. Can the clear come out? And Ponder, not able to find it.
Trying to punish quickly, but it looks like they're just backing up, just going B. And I'm pretty sure Piggy's calling for them to come see, come see, come see. There's no one here, but they have all of this space. But Yeah,
smoke,
and now it's so
unfortunate.
much harder for Mizzou to also take this because Boise can quickly come flood the site as they lost all that space gains by Piggy.
Yeah, just unfortunate falling there. I mean, you take the fight, you hope to even the numbers. Unfortunately, not able to get it. Ponder, though, has to cover this flank, has to find these two. Finds one, not able to find the second.
Yeah, nice trade out of
Oh, now it's just
Rihanna.
Conch. Finds one. There's still one on the flank, though. Finds two. Before getting taken down. So hard in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you get one, you have to reposition, but, I mean, you just can't reposition fast enough on the Killjoy.
Yeah, we know Conch to be a phenomenal opper, one with, I mean, many accolades, but, you know, 1v4 with an op, it is pretty hard, but I'd be hoping to see a timeout here pretty soon from Mizzou. Just try to slow this momentum. Valorant is a very momentum-based game. They were up 6-0, now they've lost 4 in a row. Just try to reset, calm, get collected, and make sure we're not overthinking anything. I think.
I mean, you get a timeout a half. I think you time out here for the last 2 rounds. You try to string something together for this. You win it, and then you have full rifles for last round. I think that's the play, but Mizzou gonna opt for no timeout yet, just yet.
Yeah, and you see, I mean, Boise is just able to have all this space on A because they're just not
The mid control
really
too.
doing. Yeah, but they don't have anyone on C. They're just
Nice
what a
shot. It's one. Immediately does get traded out though.
Yeah, they had that great crossfire setup on C, and
That's actually huge. That's gonna open up the C site entirely. You see the rotates already coming out from Mizzou.
it looks like Dymo's gonna try to get this, but Piggy is just on it today. The transfers are great.
Yeah, good kill there. And that's gonna really put a damper in Boise's retake. That's their smokes down. That's really what you need for this retake. Now Mizzou can just set up for a good post plant.
Yeah,
They can cover from long.
Yeah, that Piggy lurk really opened up the round for Mizzou. 4v2, some good crossfires, but it looks like Boise's gonna look to take into CT, but the smokes out. They have the crossfire with Piggy and Panda.
Oh, the paranoia with the stun. It's just, I mean, throwing the kitchen sink at them. There's nothing they can do to get through. I think they're gonna hunt for this last member. The blind, they dodge it. Prestige finds one, finds two.
Last player standing.
Finds 3. Surely it's not enough time. Zella's here.
I don't think he doesn't have it, does he?
No,
Surely
there's no way.
not.
There's no way.
Surely. Okay.
Okay.
Ponder cleans up. No worries. There was never any doubt.
Round before the switch.
Feeling a little closer than you would hoped.
Yeah.
I don't think you really want this guy to pick up 3 kills there at the end.
Yeah, and they do get a full buyout. A few members on half armor, but not super much of a worry. As long as they have all their util on the rifles, main important things. So
Yeah. So we'll have to see. Viper's Pit still available. They've got the Seekers as well, but I mean Ponder and Conch have their ultimates to play with. So you know both teams have some very powerful ultimates to work with.
yeah, and I'll be interested to see how they use this Viper ult, if they even invest it this round. I mean, it is the last round of the half.
I mean, you might as well. It is
Yeah.
last round.
A lot of the time you'll see it as like a retake tool to be able to control a lot of that CT space, try to flood in and sky flash out. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to do that. On A, they have that op posted up really deep, and it's going to be Piggy to cross that op line. And yeah. And that's just such a powerful line for them. He doesn't have any support from teammates, but I don't think they know they're up long. Kajuli is watching it, but
Master finds 2.
yeah, they were aware. Master is that hyper awareness. He wasn't as worried about the long walkout, but again, this untraditional lockdown coming out from Conch, just trying to clear them out of short. But
On lockout or the Hunter's Fury as well, hoping to find something.
yeah, but
I think it's a tag, but that's it. No one detained.
Spikes on site. They got the Sky flanking behind them. This is definitely going to be a rough round for Ponder if he wants to win this and take it to an 8. But
Yeah, 1v5, it's pretty hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Boise, you were talking about earlier, Boise State, you know, getting 5 on a Haven on the attacker side of the map, they're in a good position right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, this double controller comp, you may think it's very defense sided, but it very well leans towards helping out the attack side. You're going to see this short wall pretty much every round. It helps the attack players cross into the A main lobby, and it also just helps for B hits. And so it's a very versatile wall that's going to put a damper in a lot of Mizzou's plan if they're trying to control that A space.
Yeah,
so
it takes a lot of space A. It's so easy for them to creep all the way up, you know, into that short cubby.
Yeah.
And they have the sky for the pop flash through. It can be very dangerous on this A, but Mizzou planning on fighting it. Zella here with the Sheriff. Spam some shots, but nothing lands.
Yeah, but like you were saying, look, they're just walking up through the wall. They have no info, and they can just drop it at any time. Sky flash through it as well.
Oh, nice shot. Nice shot. Zella finds 2. The dash onto the stun to target, finds 3, lines it up.
But Skelesis, well, that was going down short. Skelesis comes up long and cleans up the A players. Zayla was really good to get those 3 kills to open up the rounds, but quickly turned into a 2v2.
Yeah, 2v2. We'll have to see how these last 2 members. Skelesis, they're actually pushing this. It's going to be a trade. Heartbroken. 1v1. Conch. Timing. The shots don't land. Skelesis is good for the 4K. Boise State, that's their 6th. They're now 1 away from tying it.
Yeah, and what an important rounds. I mean, if they can convert this anti-eco, they're right on 7, and it's just going to be a tied score. So, I mean, definitely a very important round for Boise to pick up here. And, I mean, Mizzou, if they want to stay competitive in this, they're going to have to... This round's not as important, but they're really going to have to pick up this 15th round, so...
Yeah, they definitely need to win this next round. We do see some Sheriffs coming out to maybe try to upset this round.
And we know that can definitely happen. You were seeing those shots out of Zayla earlier last round, and we've seen what Pawner can do with that. So you can never count these Mizzou guys out.
You can't. It is a gamble stack towards the C side. All 5 members here. A side completely open.
Yeah, but it looks like, oh, they had the right call, and they're just leaving.
They had the right call. Oh, maybe they're not yet. It might actually be a B hit. Conch.
Yeah, I think Boise's just trying to feel this out. Doesn't want to go into anything too unprepared. But like you were saying, it does look like a B hit. They have that Viper wall to smoke off that A link side. Only need 1 smoke for the B, and they're just going to get plant down and try to probably get off site and just...
Big kill, though, from Conch. Finds
huge.
The Lurking Omen. That's going to be a rifle upgrade as well.
Yeah, and Pawner's coming on this other side. They're going to be able to pinch this player. And
not the timing you want to see. Conch falls. Pawner falls. They get the trade out. They get a Spectre upgrade.
A 3v3 still. This is definitely still doable. They got to make quick time off it, though.
Wait, do they have the time? They are going to send it. Finds 1. Can he find the second one?
The time, though. If he can get this half.
The full blind comes out.
Oh, I don't think he got it half.
No,
either.
he did not get it half, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunate. A really good try out of Mizzou, though. I mean, 4 down on the anti-eco, or on their eco rounds. And, I mean, if you're not winning the round, that's the second best thing to it. So
I mean, the only thing better could have been if you killed all 5 members.
Yeah.
But only 1 lives, so you do a lot of damage to their economy. They're all going to have to buy. Some of them aren't even going to be able to get full buys here.
Yeah,
and Mizzou, they've got rifles around board.
Yeah, it's just gonna be that 1 bulldog, but an important thing to look out for is gonna be this these jet knives. Skelesis with a 4K on the pistol, a 2K I believe last rounds with plant, and he's 1 off of those jet knives, and it'd be a super huge tool to be able to help convert this round for Boise State.
Yeah, but they're not playing around this A site, so orb gonna get picked up here for Mizzou. The C orb's still available, but I think it's just going to be a B hit. Smoke comes out, but flash through for Boise State. Conch.
Yeah, repeat of last rounds.
Yeah, Conch lurking in the smoke. Maybe finding someone being a little bit too aggressive as Zella finds 1. Nice peek there. Nice double kill from Conch. before getting taken out. That's going to be Mizzou numbers. 3 versus 2, and it's going to be a C hit in the end. Already, though, fast flank.
Spike planted.
They're taking this CT space, but Boise did pick up those rifles, so it is going to be not as easy of a situation for Mizzou.
The timing, the timing, the timing.
I've got your
Yeah, and just some good old Valorant timing gets the best of Zayla.
They've got to know that both of them are there now. Nice shot. That's one.
last player standing.
4 shots, 4 bullets. Clock's still ticking away. For Ponder, now he's out of ammo. And Prestige with the 4K is able to pick up the round.
Yeah, and I mean, they're putting on fireworks over on the Boise State side. They did not like to start off on that 0-6 for that first half. I mean, you're seeing lights out performances from the likes of Prestige and Skelisys. 4Ks on both pistol and now on the 15th round. I mean, Prestige is 22-7 a Sky. I mean, that's just an abysmal stat. I mean,
Yeah, it's actually insane. Prestige is playing out of his mind right now. You're saying 22-7. Mizzou now on to the save again. We see Sheriffs and a couple Buckies. Zella, though, does have the knives. Looking to make some hero plays here. And already up through window.
yeah, they've been doing a lot of these aggressive plays, trying to get Zayla pushed up into space. Oh, what a
Finds
great
one,
shot.
but only one,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it gets traded out by Prestige. Again, just so consistent, so good for that shot every single time. But like I was saying, it's just a lot of aggression out from Mizzou, trying to take that space, and then just really try to get him in a position just to set up and just fry, essentially. And it is working to an extent. This round is a eco round, of course, but a lot of it is just him by himself, and yeah.
Ponder going for a little bit of a push. Try to pick up that rifle. We'll have to see what Piggy can do. He's got the Bucky. Oh, but they're going back to C.
He can pick up the Sheriff maybe, but he doesn't really probably want to give out the way of the noise.
Oh, that's one.
Shot,
Nice
2
shot.
shots.
Find another. Unfortunately can't, but Heartbroken picked up that rifle in the flank. Spike down. 22 seconds left. 2v1. Panda and Piggy trying to find this last member here.
And they have a cross on the bomb.
Last player standing.
Oh, they had it. They had it. But Master hits 2 insane shots to clutch up the round.
What a one tap on Piggy down long. I mean, you hear the single bullet ring out, and I mean, and he's just gone. What? I mean, that's really good to clutch out from him to find that timing. But yeah, you definitely want to be seeing a timeout probably through here. That smoke from Piggy really cut that one, or the crossfire they had, in half, and really kind of just gave away the ability for them to hold that crossfire, and Master was able to get those 2 1v1s to pick up the round for them.
Yeah, just a little bit unfortunate timing there from Piggy with that smoke dropping. Now, Boise State looking to do a repeat of what Mizzou did, pick up early 6 rounds on the attacking side. And I agree. I think Mizzou needs to look for a timeout, look to reassess how to play against this, Viper comp. They're probably not the most used to it. More similar to the comp that they run. A lot of teams do mirror match on this map.
Yeah, it's definitely a comp that's picked up steam over the past few months. With
Look how deep Piggy is.
Yeah.
Oh, that finds a nice lurking kill there onto the Omen.
Yeah, and then they're funneling Boise into B. They have Ponder and Piggy on this flank. They know where all these players are, but
Good trade there from Panda. He's taken so low, and now they're going to start aggressing towards this A side.
yeah, and you're gonna see Piggy's gonna feel this, or Panda, excuse me, is gonna feel a lot of this pressure as they really try to hold this space as they're waiting for the rewrap to come through from Piggy and Ponder.
Conch, though, finds one before getting traded in a 1 HP. DK really doesn't matter when you're that low, and fortunately didn't clear the corner. It's going to be a 2 versus 2. TFT Streamer finds the first. Ponder's sitting on it. He could have just held it, actually, I think. I think he could have just held it to time.
Does he have it?
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
think
close.
does he? Oh, point 0.02. That is definitely a backbreaker on that round. I mean,
oh, so unfortunate.
yeah, that's a ping diff at that point in some situations, but you really just unfortunate from Mizzou, but a really good try out of them. But they just shake it off, go next rounds. It's just make sure to reset, and that's just gonna have to pick up this next. They have full rifles, so they definitely still have a chance in this. I mean, only a 3-round deficit now. Definitely still recoverable for Mizzou.
Yeah, definitely not over, but Mizzou's do start. They're definitely on the back foot. It's very much a tempo game, and Boise's been in control of the tempo for second half of the first half.
Yeah, I mean,
I've got your
Mizzou's only
trail.
won 1 round out of the past 11.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
Take flight.
Boise is definitely feels in control currently, but the stall setup coming out from Mizzou,
Nice.
the spam through the smoke. I mean, that's 4? Or is that?
I don't know if it counts. It was. They were marked by the drone.
I don't know. Yeah, that may not be the qualifications.
We're just
but
getting a Venn diagram of KJ ults. However, Mizzou does have that Hunter's Fury to break Boise's, and I think that's basically just a wrap.
yeah, but I mean, the Viper wasn't cleared out. How long does he have on this? I mean, but they just they
just
get it up.
use it.
The lockdown lasts for too long. They close it out and they get that 8th, and that's a very, very important round. Sure, they had to dump 2 ults, but I mean, to get that first rounds out of
It was an equal trade of ults. Prestige
Yeah.
and Master did drop their ults, so Mizzou responded by dropping 2 of their own. And in the end, breaking that Killjoy's ult means that Boise State can't really sit there
Yeah.
anymore and play off of their own, and Mizzou take the space, take the round.
Yeah.
I will say, if Boise State gets a plant, it's going to be very scary. They have the Viper's Pit, which is a nightmare to have to deal with.
yeah, and it looks like Boise's grouping up to look towards A, and it's just solo Ponder pushing up by himself.
1, 2.
2 kills.
Looking for 3, not able to find it. Big early 2 kills though. What Panda going for the peak there, not the right timing.
Yeah, lots of solo fights coming out from Mizzou, just trying to get those kills, trying to win the rounds for their team, and it looks to be punishing them. I mean, Ponder got those first 2 at the start, but instantly traded out, and all that space was given up. So definitely be interesting. Boise's being a little bit precautious on this A side. They already saw 2 here. They showed a lot of pressure, but they just dog clearing it out. I'll be interested to see. Do they?
Oh,
yeah.
that does scout it. Conch with the Bulldog. Blinded, stunned.
The team flash, but the Molly cleans
Molly
it up.
cleans it up. Zella. Yeah, there's going to be that Viper's Pit. Gotta go now before they can set up.
Spike planted.
Oh, has the timing. Oh, the dash doesn't go through though.
And this is such a strong ult, like you were talking about in the post play. It's so hard to get in. You have to go through heaven. You have to go through the flank, which is precisely where they both are. Which
This is true. I
the
will say
best spot
also,
to be.
Spike is not in the pit.
Yeah,
They are playing this offensively.
yeah. They don't expect the
tap.
ult timing.
Standing.
Master though finds 1 and not able to find the kill. Heartbroken falls. Piggy unfortunately not able to get that kill. Put it into a 1v1. Boise State take 11. Mizzou are gonna finally call a timeout.
Yeah.
A
Timeout
little
coming out
bit
here.
overdue.
Yeah, and I mean, you see Boise State being so meticulous with their util on that side exec. I mean, the dog clearing all of sight, coming back to ensure short is cleared out. The Viper's Pit to just ensure the round, even though they have numbers, they don't want to lose it. As any rounds here for Mizzou can start to snowball. Boise doesn't want Mizzou to get that confidence back, start getting the ball rolling, and make a comeback. But for these Mizzou guys, I definitely think this timeout is a great time to reset, just calm the nerves a little bit, and just get calm and collected. Just do your thing as you go out of the timeout, and really just try to salvage this map back from this deficit.
Yeah, I mean, Boise State, they're 11. You can give up 1 round, and I mean, at some points they could probably just force it. So at this point, you're probably hoping to go flawless, losing the one round because of they force their ultimates, they'll force a round win. So the Mizzou don't really have any breathing room right now. And are they going to save? Are they going to force? We see Sheriffs. If Mizzou save, which it looks like they are, and they're not able to thrifty it away, Boise State's going to be on match point here for map number 1, and Mizzou are going to be backs against the wall. They can't not make a mistake. Can't give any lucky shots up, any mistakes, any sort of random kills. They've got to be playing perfectly.
Yeah, and it looks like they're just playing for OT, which isn't a bad decision, but they have Zayla pushed up here. Like I was talking about earlier, aggressive.
Oh, nice cut. Big kill.
And you can say what you want about Mizzou, but I mean, their shots are crispy today.
Zayla definitely feeling it. Also, that's the top fragger. That's Prestige. That's the person who's been putting a thorn in Mizzou's side for a long time.
Yeah.
Taken down rather early into this round.
Yeah, and it's definitely going to be a burden for Boise State. Their main fragger not being able to be present in this. Again, like I was talking about earlier, that util as well coming out from Prestige was great. So they don't have the solo initiator for the site exec. They're just going to have to be walking in dry, just making sure to clear corners.
Conch.
But speaking of clear corners...
Oh, the timing gets
he
the kill.
still gets it.
Gets the kill, gets the rifle upgrade. Finds one, and he's going to get out. That's going to be a rifle snuck away, stolen from the hands of Boise State, and now it's a 3v2 or 3v5. Mizzou have Rolling Thunder for the post plant as well. Boise State probably is going to get the site plant as Mizzou is kind of gamble stacking over towards this A site. Not able to find it. The TFT streamer Conch does fall. Surely this is just a fast retake. Mizzou just like full send this.
Quick, yeah. They're going to have to. I mean, they don't have the weapons, but it looks like Boise's playing into CT.
Oh, Master 4K!
What a spray down, and that is definitely putting...
Match point.
Mizzou had that round. That was almost locked up. Conch not able to find that kill. Falls 4v3, and Boise State played it well. They know that, hey, we're going to push this. They're not going to be ready. They're down on weapons. They don't have a rifle. And Mizzou just not ready for it. You saw Panda had the ultimate out thinking that they're going to go for a fast retake, but Boise State prepared, ready, played around it very well.
And it looks like they've been doing their prep. I mean, Boise, it's I think the third time that they've been able to push CT and catch Mizzou off guard, but Zayla pushing down short with the op. This is about the only angle that Zayla can post up down short, so it will be one that Boise is aware of, but it's still a great position for them to hold all of A, because as you see, Ponder's just able to rotate off and play 4 on the rest of the sides of the map and have a heavier presence throughout, but it looks like Boise is grouping up in mid, teetering towards the B sites. They've been liking it through the half, and it's definitely been good for them, this B to A, like A-link play that they've been doing. Really has been working off. The molly comes through. The Ponder plays
through, finds a good kill.
Spike down mid.
And what a great reposition. Oh, but Prestige is just so clean on that shot.
Has the Rolling Thunder, though. They're not able to land the shot through the wall. Unfortunately, there's going to be from the shadows. That's back to C site. Boise State, surely they just rotate over. Prestige finds another kill.
Bomb grenade out.
Conch playing in the smoke.
30 seconds
Try to go for a play here. Not able to find the play. Stellasis finds the kill. Now Mizzou, they really are backs against the corner. Piggy needs to go crazy here. Finds one.
Planted.
Needs to find 2 more. Paranoia goes out. Gets a nice tag. Oh, but a wrapping around the corner. Master finds that. Now Zella, Bladestorm. Can he go big?
You should run.
Blades need to land. And they don't, unfortunately. Skelesis finds the last one. Boise State take 13-8 on map number 1 of Haven. It was close. Mizzou started off very strong, but it just felt like Boise State adapted. They learned, and Mizzou kind of pittered out at the that second half.
Yeah, and off the back of that first timeouts that Boise State called, I mean, it was they really turned it around really quickly. They stopped the aggression. They really started playing those just more together as a team. And you definitely saw as the game went on, Mizzou started to show some cracks, but I definitely think as we come back to this map too, they'll come back, collect themselves, and it's definitely going to still be a very competitive series.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. It's still going to be a very competitive series. Mizzou hoping to take the reverse sweep here, pick it up map 2 and map 3, but we'll have to wait and see as we go ahead and take a little bit of a break. So don't go anywhere. Map 2 will be back real soon. Welcome back. We're here. I'm K9. This is Zero Fight. Mizzou unfortunately did lose map number 1 of Haven 13-8. Looking to take things back here on map number 2, take it to a 3-game series on Sunset. They started off so strong last map.
Yeah, and they'll be definitely hoping to do the same thing, obviously with a little bit different of a performance after those first 6 rounds. But Mizzou definitely not unfamiliar with Sunset. They've played it in the past. Looks like they're definitely switched up comps. Looks like they've scripted a bit more. Got Steve-O in as well. A notable change. Conch subbed out. Steve-O subbed in. So Sentinel connoisseur over here. So it'll definitely be interesting to see how Steve-O can play with this team, where I don't think he's like had as much experience. It's definitely a sub that Steve-O has a lot of experience, but not specifically with this roster. So
yeah, so it is a little bit of a step back from Conch. Conch did have a test that he did have to go to.
Yeah.
So he will be busy at his test. Steve-O is a good player though, but just not as much practice time, cohesion with the team. But still very good in his own right on this Cypher now, as he has been subbed in. Zella and Ponder taking a lot of space towards A. As very different team compositions as well. Boise State running the double controller once again through the smoke. Piggy tries to find one, not able to, and will be forced off. Plant gonna go down. Steve-O. The mollies coming in as well. Steve-O or Heartbroken actually taken down from behind. It's just so hard once the Boise State gets set up in these post plants. Zella onto the Fade now, finds an early 2 kills. They've got the nade as well. They're gonna try to just stall this. The nade is gonna come through. It's gonna allow Steve-O to pick up a kill, and now Mizzou in a 1 versus 4. Surely they don't lose it, and they don't. Ponder finds that last one. Mizzou, they take the first pistol round once again, so they're off to a strong start.
Yeah, and a very important one at that. I think after losing in the fashion they did on that first map, making sure to start off really strong is super important for that mental. Just get confidence going, and just make sure that they're feeling all right and feeling confident. And I mean, and you already saw what Steve-O was able to do. Even though he only got 1 kill that round, he was still holding that space back side, just making sure they weren't pushing through, and just allowed the team to push through market and help on that retake. So definitely will be interesting to see this Cypher's impact throughout the rest of the half.
Yeah, I'm curious about also the different setups he's got planned. Cypher, I would say is one of the harder agents to play. He may look simple, but I think just knowing setups and knowing how to play around your trips and your smokes is very hard to do.
Yeah, and if I know Steve-O, I know that he has his setups. He likes his different ones. So
Panda finds 1. Nice flash as well. Looking for 2. Finds it. And with that smoke up, should be able to get the safety as well. The reload coming through. Dio, Steve-O was able to find Master. And there's the last member.
And Panda picks up the 3rd. Super important as well to feed those kills to him. Get that Rolling Thunder on pretty early. We were talking about it last game. Just try to get that ult economy up really quickly and just try to snowball these early rounds. It's kind of how they started off on Haven. How they were so successful is they got these early few rounds. They got the economy in their favor, and they got the ults as well. So definitely will be interesting to see as this first full rifle round from Boise State comes through.
One thing also, it's you know, after losing your last map, especially in a position where you were up so much, and then you kind of, it feels like it was a little bit of a throw. Bringing in someone new, just for a different mentality, someone who didn't play, so you're able to kind of get a mental reset, new look on the game, new output, is a very nice thing to have. Steve-O stuck in a very hard position with the Molotov, and along with the nade, gonna force him out of a corner, force him into open fire. Honor trying to spray through the smoke, not able to find the tag. But Panda, with the Aftershock, finds a nice kill.
Brings it back into a 3v3. Very winnable for Mizzou now.
Yeah, 3v3, very winnable. Good flash, finds the full blind, but just not able to land the shots. CL assist finds 2. And now Zella, just with the Spectre, gets some damage. Pulls out the Ghost for the longer range, has the haunt. Will get immediately destroyed. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's just looking to, at this point, just try to maybe contain, try to hold these weapons here, and just try to have the Boise players just die to bomb. But
I will get an upgrade though.
yeah, consolation prize.
Consolation prize doesn't kill anyone, but will get a free rifle upgrade. Gets the Vandal, keeps his life. Overall, not the worst round. Mizzou was able to pick up a couple kills, do a lot of damage, so enemies will have to rebuy all of their armor, but it is a Boise State round. It is no, sneaking away bonus round.
Yeah, and this is going to be the first full rifle rounds out from both sides, so this is definitely going to be a super important look into how these teams are going to be looking to play this half. Sunset's a very new map. While both teams have played it in the past, it still is definitely a lot of unexplored things, a lot of changing strategies, and I don't think one person has figured out the right way per se to play the map yet. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see the different ideas come through. I mean,
Ponder, nice 2-kill.
yeah, on the other side of the map, just walks down elbow and just picks up 2 to open up the round. I mean. And that's going to be something super important to look at, is that first blood ratio out of Ponder. We know he's a very aggressive player. He likes to take those fights. And whenever he's on that raise roll, it just opens him up even more.
Bring them down.
Yeah, I mean, we saw him on the Initiator last round. Ponder, there's 3.
Spike down.
There's 3 for Ponder. He's looking for 4. Finds the ace! Ponder!
He is not playing around. He just wants to make a statement early on in this half.
Yeah, Ponder saying that he wants to be the one topping the leaderboards this game. Gonna go for that MVP. 7 out of 8 for the showstopper. Gonna force Boise now on to another eco. Ponder, that's what you really want to see early on.
Yeah, and like we were talking about, getting that confidence up early is super important. And an ace on the 4th round, there's no better way to do that. I mean, if you were feeling any regrets, any concerns from last map, it's definitely, it just goes away instantly. But the haunt comes out early, not punished, as Boise is just on pistols.
Biggie also gets tagged up, so forced back a little bit, but as a sneaky little one-way, that's going to make it very hard for Boise State to push through.
Yeah, and Boise's just grouped up in mid, 3 players in elbow, just trying to see, I think, if they can get anything. I know they've noticed Mizzou just putting a lot of pressure on mid, so maybe it's just trying to see if there's any aggression there that they can punish.
Able to get the orb and get out. Dodges the members of Boise is. He's going to hear a lot of noise, going to be calling for those rotates now.
Yeah, they just pick up the pace. Daimo punishes Zayla. And that's a rifle in Boise State's hands.
It's going to be a big rifle to pick up. Panda needs to try and find these kills, but all the kills actually go the way of Boise State. Trying to find an eco. Ponder not able to find it, and it's just up to Stevo, the sub, to find
Spike
1.
planted.
You go for more, though, in this situation. You save the rifle. Trying to find another. Finds another. Trying to find 3. Not able to just yet.
I will say, if anyone can do it, I know I've seen Stevo do this a million times. So
Wow, my eyes are down.
definitely a tough situation. 1v3 with the Viper Orb up, though. It's looking less and less likely as time goes on. But
There's 4. There's going to be the hat coming off as well.
yeah, but time's running down. He definitely has to pick this up.
He knows where both members are.
There's no problem.
Oh, the swing. There's 1. Finds 4. Not able to find 5. So close for the 1v5 clutch.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. I mean, even if he's not able to get that 4th, just put in such a tough spot, coming in fresh into the team from subbing out Conch and able to put up shots like that. I mean, you could definitely see why he is kind of like a super sub. I mean, he's not anyone to be scoffed at. So definitely a force to be reckoned with if given the chance. So Boise definitely is not going to be able to just give him those 1s.
Yeah, definitely can't count out Mizzou just because it's a sub, as the showstopper coming out from both sides, and it's going to go in the favor of Ponder until he gets immediately traded back out, so it's 1 for 1. But Ponder wins the raise battle.
That's all that really matters.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it was a direct hit too. I think he
Yeah.
just fired it straight into the Boise State raise.
exactly. I mean, he definitely wants to go for the raise diff this map. But,
Still at the timing, not. Oh, I don't know how you get one in that situation. You jump peek, the blind comes through.
yeah, what a reset from Zayla. I mean, a little bit of a whiffage out of the Viper, but I mean,
Oh, the dink, but I think it was just through the wall. So it will not be a kill. As an interesting prowler there.
yeah, gets caught by the tripwire, just able to put some pressure or relieve some pressure for Piggy, even though it does end up hitting him. Still not able to capitalize off of that and actually try to take a fight onto Piggy. So
Mizzou, very passive though. I mean, like A side is, they're just jiggling A. They're very scared of a potential mid lurk here.
yeah, and it looks like Boise is going to commit into this site. 15 seconds on the clock. Time's running down. Dymo through mid.
10 seconds left.
And they would find it. Dymo finds two. Those are very, very scary kills for Mizzou.
Yeah, and the round's been flipped to 3v2 now.
Oh, but Panda's there. Panda's got the Rolling Thunder. He's gonna send it. Should hit both members. And I mean, I think that's. Oh no, they've got the aftershock to stall.
They are gonna.
It's just gonna be a super trade of util from both sides.
One enemy
Nice
remaining.
shot there, though. You gotta hold the angle. You gotta cover for your teammate. Not able to, but in the end,
There's plenty of time. There's plenty of time. They got it out. Lots of util coming out from Boise State's breach. All
the
the
stun,
util
the aftershock, the rolling thunder. I mean,
You could say
just a lot
Yeah.
to stall Mizzou from getting that defuse down. But I mean, a nice double kill there from Piggy at the end to pick up those last two. Gets Mizzou there fourth. Puts Boise State once again back onto another eco. But I mean, Mizzou, they don't have a lot of credits to be messing around with either.
Yeah, it is going to be a super important round to convert the anti-eco. Definitely, we've seen Boise convert their eco rounds over and over again, so Mizzou's definitely going to have to watch out for that. They like to group up, play a lot in mid during these rounds, so it'll be interesting to see how both teams approach this round, but pretty early on, Piggy's pushing up into mid by himself, the smoke covering his back. Sights on elbow, but if he gets caught out here, it would not bode well for Mizzou.
Finds one. Ponder there to back him up now. There's the team to cover Piggy. Now with 2-player advantage, Mizzou with rifles as well in a very good spot. I think now you just regroup, reset, play together. Don't let them get those ones that you're talking about. You know, get the rifle upgrade.
Yeah, and they did a great job to collapse on those players off the contact. But Rihanna has walked up into mid, just trying to take some pop shots on a Panda. See if they can get anything.
A little bit of a misplay. Blinds himself.
Maybe a little overzealous. One might say that. Fatal comes in, commits.
That's going to mark all three. They're going to know where everyone is. Aster, though, a nice sheriff shot. Oh, though, through the wall. And they're super shy. With the right click, Zella cleans it up. A little bit of a misplay there, I would say, from Panda. A little bit of a misplay, giving away a free kill and, you know, accidentally flashing yourself. Looking at your own son.
Yeah, they closed it out in the end, though. Super important. Their money's still looking good. They have lots of cash in the bank, so... And once again, Boise on that rifle buy, so it's going to be a very important rounds for them to be able to pick up to try to convert this. No one really has, or Mizzou, excuse me, doesn't really have any ults here, so the Viper ults, the Fatal on the side of Boise State, it's going to be super important. And you see this A main crossfire, just Ponder holding contact to breach fault line outs with the fade on the crossfire. Just trying to bait someone in and try to really get those kills. But on the other side of the map, you see a similar type of thing off the tripwire set up by Stevo and with Piggy. So
Oh, the stun doesn't land, but the shots do land for Zella. Rotates coming up for Boise State. Gonna be heading over towards that B site. We see smokes dropping. We see the Nightfall drop out as well. Mizzou gonna try and stall. They did use the Paranoia just to delay just a little bit, but through the smoke, Stevo finds one, needs to find the second, not able to. Master picks up two.
And what an adjustment out of Master to pick up that kill on Piggy.
Yeah, but the nade and the aftershock gonna stall a little bit through this corner. Ponder heating up, that's 3.
And another 3K to Ponder. I mean, that's at least his second 3K plus the ace. I mean, he's just winning rounds out here by himself, just cleaning up.
Yeah, Ponder, I mean, already one away from another showstopper. It's an 8-point ultimate. It's not up very often, like, you know, say like a Phoenix where you kind of farm it to get it up a lot. It's a long time to charge up, and having it almost up again feels really good for Mizzou. It's a really powerful ultimate, makes so much space. I would say about 95% of the time it guarantees you a kill.
Yeah, and it looks like Boise's group put up to do some early A pressure potentially, as well as some mid space, and Rihanna catches Ponder off guard.
Yeah, not able to find Alex off guard though. As he finds one, and now here comes Panda to help out his teammate.
Spike down A.
They'll find 3, and they'll back off. Potentially, maybe going back for round 2.
Yeah, they really want this space, pushing through the one-way Flash and Prowler out.
Double flash out
One enemy
through the wall, finds 4. Not gonna
Wants
give him the
his-
ace.
Yeah.
Zella looking over at his teammate for stealing the ace.
But I do think this is super important. I mean, last map you definitely saw as the map went on, there weren't a lot of smiles going on. It was definitely a bit more tense in the Mizzou camp, but now you're seeing laughs going, lots of smiles all the way around the board. So definitely good signs for Mizzou. You want that good vibes. You want to make sure everyone's having fun, everyone's enjoying themselves. It's just a super important factor in just Valorant in general. Is just having good vibes, making sure you're feeling confident. So
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's even better that, oh, here comes Ponder, speaking of, finds 1, not able to find anything else. It's good for 1. The trade, Panda, unfortunately doesn't find it. Biggie making his way up. The timing, the awkwardness, they're gonna wrap around each other.
yeah, and
Neither of them, I don't think either of them saw each other.
No,
So Biggie
definitely not.
all the way in the back. But Ponder has historically been Mizzou's hype man. When he's playing well and he's happy, the whole team is happy. Oh, just the timing there, not in favor of Piggy.
Yeah, and they both went to pull out their guns, but Rihanna was just a little bit quicker. And though Mizzou does have both players over on this B site, the lurk up with was able to give that information that there wasn't anyone on A, but now with the lurk dead, there's just
My camera is
uncertainty. But
30 seconds left.
Cypher Cam catches the tag, hear the plant, they know what's going on now. So
Yeah, 2v4. Not gonna drop the Viper's Pit just yet.
Player
That's 4. That's another ace in this game. This time it's for Mariana.
yeah, a little bit of running gun on that 4th kill picking up. But yeah, a great ace out of Ariana. I mean, they've definitely been the star player of this map. You've seen lots of great trades out of them. Even the Viper util, the mollies have been really good. And while Prestige was the player to watch last map, they definitely slowed down a little bit, and Ariana has picked up that pace, or picked up the mantle per se, to really try to keep Boise State in this game. But Mizzou's going to be looking to close this out. A 7-3 half so far.
Ponder, nice early
Ponder
kill,
opens it
finds
up.
the first.
Like I was talking about earlier, these first bloods that Ponder's able to get on this duelist role is super important.
I mean, Heartbroken is able to somewhat cover for Ponder, but I mean, he's stuck. Very awkward position right now. Up in mid. Can't find that kill. I mean, stuck between these two players. Super Shy finds one. Oh, but not able to get out of that. Skelsis
One enemy
Finds the trade, but
remaining.
super shy. Zella gets the trade right on back. So Mizzou now in a 2v1. They've got both ultimates here. I think this is the right call. You just regroup. You trade each other out. It's an easy win. Most that Prestige should get is one if you play together.
Yeah, and they have two huge info ults, both the Neural Theft and the Nightfall. So should be able to know where the plant comes through, either ult a body or
Spike planted.
good potential spots, and get a lot of info. Just play together like you were talking about, and really close out this round. And it is going to be a super huge one to close out.
Tripwire destroyed.
Yeah, there's the
Yeah.
trade. Yep, there's the trade. Finds one, but only one, as Zella right there for the trade. Makes that Mizzou 8. They're already at the rounds they were last game.
Yeah, and it is a defense-sided map for sure. But with this double initiator that Mizzou have, I mean,
Last round.
it definitely bodes well for the attacker side. They're able to get a lot of space with the double initiator. Meanwhile, on the Boise State side, they have the same double initiator as well. But they definitely haven't been able to use it as effectively as they probably would have liked. But coming into this last round, 3 ults on each side. It's going to be a very impactful Breach ults and Viper ults coming out from the side of Boise State to try to get the site and hold down this post plant.
And now Mizzou playing a little bit of a trap play over here. They've got the Omen blind. They're going to send it out. They're also going to send out the Nightfall.
They hear all
I think that's all 5. Oh, I saw that. Piggy was going for the Omen teleport play where you blind the enemy, or you deafen them, and then you ult behind them because they don't hear it.
Yeah.
Sadly, it does get sniffed out, and Boise State will not let the sneaky Omen get behind them.
Yeah, there's definitely still some, even though you might get deafened, there's still some visual cues, but Boise State's looking to re-clear this A main control.
Under finds one. Oh, but it's going to be a 2 for 2 for both sides.
Yeah,
Boise State going to get this plant down, and there's going to be that astral divide.
yeah, that's definitely a tough spot. The jump peak comes through, but the timing's just pretty unlucky on that. But the Viper's Pits goes through.
Oh, that's huge.
Playing
That's
outside of
huge.
it.
Viper's Pit's down. He gets out. He gets to safety. They're going to run through. They're going to find it, and Panda finds the last one.
What a great cleanup out of Mizzou to close out this half.
Panda's happy. Look at him. Panda's happy about that one. Finds the Viper. That was a huge timing there because if that Viper's Pit goes up fully, they get in their positions. It's so hard to clear that.
Yeah, and a little bit of an overstep by Rariana, but a great punish from Mizzou. And yeah, a big Pogger's face coming out from W.
Yeah, he's excited. He's happy about that.
Most definitely. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this Viper is implemented on this defensive half. You see this wall come out pretty early on this A side, cuts off A main control, and also allows them to work up a little bit further look into that elbow area. So definitely going to be a hassle for Mizzou to get around, but it's going to look like they're grouping up to do some mid pressure early on out of the Mizzou side. Maybe do something like a B splits. Seeing a lot of those in pro play with Sunset, so maybe taken from the strat book of C9. We'll have to see.
Have to seize. Ponder gonna throw the nade. They're gonna actually just trade nades back and forth. Ponder barely able to get to safety. Piggy, nice kill though. Shuts down that Viper, which we were talking about. Zella, huge shot there. Takes down the Rays, and big camera spots out both members of Boise State. The Lark is immediately just shut down. Mizzou have all the answers right now.
And a 5v2 on this pistol round is going to be huge for Mizzou to convert this. They're just going to have to make sure to pinch on this last player backside, and they do. Get Dymo, clean it up. Ponder looking for the kill, pushing up, taking the CT control, but he's nowhere to be found. He's on the lurk. He's on the wraparounds. Oh, Ban is just hyper aware. The stun perfectly catches Prestige.
Yeah, that's the cipher. The trip was there. They broke the trip.
Yeah.
They know exactly where Prestige is coming from. There's a couple of members a little bit low.
And you gotta.
And you just play the triple up down.
The triple high low. I mean, you're gonna have to play some insane aim labs. You got to be like A1D out here if you're trying to get that
maybe
one up.
get one, but I mean, unless you're like hacking and you go bam, 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 you know,
Yeah.
with the word.exe, I don't know if you're ever winning that.
Yeah, they might want to start looking into get in touch with Malibu from Newt Newt, see if they can get anything in there. But yeah, it's gonna be a force out of the side of Boise State. Really just, I mean, it's 10-3. You don't have a lot to go for if you lose this round, so you just really want to put all your eggs in this basket, try to get your ducks in a row, and close out this round to get yourself back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, and Mizzou, they've won the 50-50, besides the open one, and Ponder already out with the stinger. But this site, just, I mean, it's just free for Mizzou. No one contesting at all.
Yeah, Asher was holding some market control, but the site itself pretty free. The stack towards A didn't pan out as Boise State may have liked, but they still do have some util and these guns for the retake, so they definitely are not out of this quite yet.
Not yet, but I mean, as this continues, the clock is ticking away. They're losing time. Gets one, almost gets two. But I mean, our clock is still ticking away. Steve was able to find another. Surely they don't have the time. Surely it is all but doomed here for Boise State. Another kill through the smoke. Heartbroken finds it. There's a Viper behind you, or an Astra behind you guys.
They gonna all dot?
Yeah, they just forgot. I don't think they realized that was an enemy.
Yeah, they convert the round. That's important, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Boise forced, so there's.
Yeah, Boise forced. So Mizzou 11-3. Boise, once again, I mean, they're scraping by here. They're trying to sneak away anything that they can. Now Mizzou have rifles. Some big upgrades here, and I mean, what does Boise State do? I mean, it was a good win on Haven. It just doesn't look like the same Boise State we saw in the map 1.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't, and I think. Mizzou was able to recuperate from that loss and really start this map strong and just snowball this map where they may have failed to do so in the previous. So it looks like we're going to be going to a map 3, but you know, Boise State. I've seen a certain orange and black team do this at lock-in. 11-3 scoreline.
Oh my God! I mean, you may be jinxing them because it's all up to Zella now in a 1v2. I mean, it is Zella. Has been definitely hitting his shots this game so far. But it's still a tough position.
I have the spike.
That spike. Taps, looking for the swing, looking for a peek. Probably just going to be the double swing here. He's holding, he's waiting for it.
And he has 50 seconds. He definitely doesn't have to commit here, but they're going to hear him rotating off here. They're going to beat him on this rotate. And just probably just try to take this double fight into mid.
Finds one. It's a 1v1 now. It's just a sheriff. Or it's just a guardian. Finds it. The 4K, the clutch. Zella in a 1v3 able to put Mizzou on to match point here. Feels really good. He's smiling. He's happy. The whole team is happy right now.
Yeah, the pop and swing, not going to work against Zayla. The peace signs coming up. And I mean, if their heart wasn't broken already, I mean, that definitely is a backbreaker of a round to lose that 2v3 whenever you, or 2v1, excuse me.
Surely that's the nail in the coffin there for Boise State. You need to win, 9 in a row in order to get
to
OT. And Mizzou at one point will have just 5 ultimates they can just throw down and win a round.
What's the point that you think that you're a believer?
I would say 10-12.
10-12,
and Mizzou have 0 ults.
And 0 ults?
10-12, Mizzou have 0 ults.
Okay, well that's not a very good start for Boise.
No, that's not how you want to start. First blood over, Plant gonna go down. Already number 2 there for Ponder. He's gonna keep going, he's feeling it. He's on a heater, he's gonna look for 3. Is able to find it. Only 3 though. As the trade will come out. Now Steve-O with the judge lurking in wait.
Let's talk about Steve-O's shotguns earlier.
It won't actually work this time.
Oh no.
I think he got sprayed through the smoke.
Gets punished, but it's still a 3v1.
Oh, they see it. It's over. There it is. Panda cleans it up. Mizzou take map number 2, 13-3. I think that's a little bit what we were hoping for with the start of game number 1.
Yeah, and I mean, that's definitely a dominant statement out of Mizzou. That's definitely what they want to be seeing. You converting those early rounds from that first half and just being able to snowball that pretty early on, not let Boise State get in the game at all. But, you know, we're going to have to see. Can they close it out on a map 3, or is Boise State going to continue and complete the set?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Mizzou hoping to take the reverse sweep here on map number 3. Don't go anywhere. We got a little bit of a break here. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Mizzou able to get a clean map number 2 of Sunset, 13-3. Definitely a much better performance than Ascent, as they had a 6-0 lead and then kind of tossed it and went 8-13. But I'm K9 here with Zero Fight. We're loading in onto map number 3. It's a classic. It's Ascent.
Yeah, And I believe you're going to just see the traditional comps out of both sides, but it's still going to be hopefully a banger of a match. One map each for Boise and Mizzou, but it's definitely been a story of Mizzou's domination and a little bit of retaliation from Boise State. So it'll be interesting to see, can Mizzou carry on that momentum from Sunsets, or are they going to teeter out and Boise come back with some confidence after the 5-minute break in between maps? So
yeah, I mean, I think Mizzou is definitely, they have a lot of momentum right now. Ponder, I mean, played phenomenally there. I mean, Ponder definitely the hype man for Mizzou. They kind of, you know, rely, I wouldn't say rely, but he's the go-to hype man. If he's happy, if he's excited, the whole team is doing great. The whole team is feeling it. Everyone's happy. Steve-O in for Conch as a substitute for currently. He played very well.
Yeah,
we didn't give him enough credit because Ponder was kind of going a little bit crazy. But I mean, he played very well considering that he is a sub. He doesn't play for the team as much as Conch does. But he definitely performed.
Yeah, and to note on the point about Ponder, it is a jet map, so you will be seeing Zayla step back into that duelist role on the jet, and Ponder's going to be shifting back over to that Sova, which is a role shift. We were seeing Ponder be able to be opened up with that raise last map and really be able to take those fights aggressively. So it'll be interesting to see how he is able to aggressively set up Zayla in those spots instead of rather taking them himself. So that'll be a very important thing to note as the half goes on. But starting off an attack from Mizzou, just looking like a 1-2-2 default, potentially a split through Cats, just feeling out A, holding any aggression, and just really trying to get up into this short and grab this control early. An Omen blind with a dash play coming through.
Oh, through, trying to find it.
Out.
Big kill early there. They're going to try and run through. Panda finds one as well, but the trades are coming through. Super Shy Zella is able to find another. It's a 3 versus 2 in this post plant. But, I mean, Steve was very low. Dash. Zella going to go away here. Spots the corner.
Dash gone, and yeah, he gets punished for not getting away. A 2v2, this is definitely still winnable for Mizzou. Steve-O on 13 health and Piggy on 73. The smoke timing, though.
Oh my god, the timing. All up to Steve-O in a 1v2, not able to find it. The Rihanna is able to get the 3K. Boise State is able to pick up the first pistol round of Ascent. But I mean, there were some good plays. There was good ideas. Unfortunately, some unlucky timings go through the way of Mizzou. I think if, I think if Mizzou is able to find that Killjoy up in heaven a little bit sooner, maybe it goes a little bit different. But unfortunately not. Rihanna able to pick up 3. Big kills for them.
And a great dart out of Daimo as well to put that pressure onto Steve-O to swing into that smoke.
I will say a little bit of a agent change here for Boise State. Master is now no longer on. I think we
Killjoy.
Yeah, Killjoy has swapped over to the smoke. So a little bit of a agent change there for the players of Boise State.
Yeah, potentially just a map, but Mizzou did force here. So they did force.
They find one, but it's a 2 for 2 back. As Prestige finds Heartbroken through.
Bomb is
smoke with a nade. Through. They were able to find one, not able to find the second. Steve-O now 1v2.
Yeah, can he convert this? Just a Spectre in hands. Definitely other weapons to pick up. Spike acquired. And it looks like he's just on this smile out of Steve-O, but just a ghost in hand. Oh, a judge. That's a scary.
Ooh, that is scary. The jumping judge from heaven finds Steve-O. Unfortunate. He's almost able to sneak it away.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to deal with. The jumping judge is from heaven. Not much you can do, but sit there and watch as your life flashes before your eyes. But pretty good force out of Mizzou. Almost picked up the rounds, but Deagle's coming into this one. Some Spectres, half armor, so they're definitely still in this rounds. 1 rifle and then 4 Bulldogs coming out from the side of Boise State. So we're definitely going to see a lot of pressure put on these Mizzou players during this rounds. As Boise just tries to kind of steamroll and snowball into this half.
Through the smoke, not able to find it. But Mizzou will find a plant.
They
We'll
will
get set up for a post plant here. 5 versus 5. Unless something crazy happens.
Yeah, Boise is here, set up for a flood retake quickly. They have all 5 players here, getting set up. But Mizzou has put in some pretty aggressive positions. Super shy on this market stairs.
Well, they're gonna clear it. They're not gonna clear it. They do land the shot, but Heartbroken Master, Damayo, gonna find some kills. Steve finds one as well. Piggy unfortunately gets blind, is gonna get tagged by that dart as well, and that's gonna be it. Boise State finds 3. They keep their rifles.
Yeah, and some great util coming out from the side of Boise State. The Omen blinds with the dart. Just great timing on that, even though it's just pretty simple util. They're just making sure timing together. And I mean, it's pretty hard for these Mizzou players to really do anything about it whenever it's just so many layers. So first full rifle rounds from Mizzou. Potentially some upgrades on the side of Boise State. No, just looking like three rifles and some bulldogs still, but I mean, a plenty hefty buy. And it looks like we're just going back into a default, maybe a 1-3-1 into mid, try to get some mid control, see what Boise State's more traditional setup might look like. But talking about untraditional, we're seeing this Killjoy over on A sites, which isn't, it's not uncommon, but definitely the least, or the less common out of the two.
Definitely, yeah, definitely more traditionally over towards that B site. Mizzou, ooh, Zella is gonna find out the flash through. Zella gonna be able to get to safety.
Yeah, just a trade of some util. Skelesis on the other side of the map, able to get Ponder. A great shot. Was that through the smoke?
Might have been, but timing not there for Piggy. Mizzou should be able to have this B site. They should be able to get plant, clear out the whole site. They're gonna get spiked down, but I mean it's gonna be tough. It's a 3 versus 5.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of space. They're trapped on site here. They have Zayla able to be in logs here, but likely to be cleared out by these market players. So we'll have to see how Boise approach this retake. It looks like they're gonna get their 4th, but Mizzou,
There's one.
Have anything to say about
Only
it?
one. Now Panda, 1v4. Can he do it? I believe. There's a chance. There's definitely a chance. And that's how you started off. There's one. You are tagged though. He does have ulti. That's 2. That's 3. No! Panda, looking smug right now, finds the 1v4 clutch back a boat. Easy peasy.
What a play from Panda. I mean, we said, do you believe it? He pulled it out. I mean, what a clutch out of Mason. I mean, that's definitely a play for the highlights.
Oh, that's definitely going in the highlight reel there for Panda. That feels good to clutch up that round. And now Boise State onto a force. They're onto an eco.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great one to get them, put them down on a low buy. And I mean, that completely changes the, just the pace of the match. I mean, it was not looking great for Mizzou going into this 5th round, but that single play has turned it around for Mizzou. So
Absolutely massive play to get. Zella looking to go big now. Oh, lost the blades. Unfortunately, has the right click. Is able to find the kill in the end thanks to the teammate.
yeah, Piggy picking up a little slack there, helping out his buddy. There's some pop shots with these knives. The defender Killjoy ult coming out, but Panda does have control of shorts.
Oh, big kills. That will destroy the lockdown. There's gonna be. Wait, that was a really good timing because now Panda's technically not dead. He's in the Fortnite downed position.
No, but Skelesis, I mean, Azalea is not going to play this. It's essentially a 1v1.
Oh,
But
the right click.
coming through. Yeah, there was, while it was essentially 1v1, there was the info that was coming through from W Panda. So definitely A good round to close out there. Get the second on the board for Mizzou. And going into the 6th rounds, the Ops coming out from Skelesis, the Odin from Daimo. So it's definitely going to change the dynamic of how Boise State is going to want to play this defense. You're seeing the Op be posted up on top Cats, but Mizzou really doesn't want anything to do with that. They're just looking to go B, a little quick B pop. Killjoy has set up here, but it probably not really going to anchor this site very much. But
good setup there from the Killjoy. Reads it very well, gets that first blood.
Yeah, the spam initially, and then the great positions, Nano Swarm just to finish off the kill. But again, once again, aggressive positioning out of Mizzou. Try to play some crossfires, this market stairs position. It'll be interesting to see. They've done it once before, just Boise State clear it out, and that one way is going to be so difficult for Boise to deal with.
There comes the paranoia. That's going to get both those members, and Piggy's there too. Piggy's able to find 2. Trying to make that 3. Ponders there to steal it. Finds 2 for himself. Mizzou tie it up. Piggy looking hype, looking over to his teammate.
Yeah, definitely excited that he didn't get cleared there. Able to pick up 2 and really get them into that round, and they picked up the op. It'll be interesting. Playing a little bait. Ponder doesn't really want to give it up to Zayla, but eventually does. So probably will be a little bit slower of a round here out of Mizzou. Last round they really aggressed, went all in, but most likely going to pull a little EDG out, attack op, just really hold this aggression, see if they can get a pick anywhere.
But look at Boise
really
State. Look at this mid and B aggression. They've set all 5 members over there, but Mizzou read it. Mizzou know that Boise State is playing aggressive, and they're just going to go. They should know that this is wide open for the taking, and yeah, they do. That's going to be the site for them.
Yeah, they hear that shark play. They instantly rotate and take that A site because they know it's just free. But it's going to be all in this post plant. 5v5, a
Nice
great flash out of Panda, but can't capitalize off of it. Skelesis gets Ms. Ponder. And the retake's coming through. Master with a great shot onto Panda.
Devo finds 1. Might be looking to drop the lockdown. There it is. No real way to clear it. That's going to put another timer on Boise State. They've got to go. They've got to make space.
They do have the Hunter's Fury if they want to invest, but it's not looking like it. As time ticks down, it's less and less.
That will be a detain.
An interesting KO ulti, to say the least, but...
Yeah, and... oh, I don't know if we can show that. I don't know if we can show that on Twitch.
That's on the side of Biggie, but, you know, he wanted to show him that he was going to get punished for using that ulti, but... Yeah, great rounds out of Mizzou. Great ulti from Stevo to close out that round, really put a damper in the retake from Boise State, and honestly, great adaptability out of the side of Mizzou. So that's really what you want to be seeing. I think that first map, you weren't seeing a lot of that quick mid-round calls, but during Sunset, and now you're seeing it in this map as well. Just quick calls, confidence in the rotations, and that's what you want to see on the attack side of Ascent. Because as it is a defense-sided map, it is definitely a bit harder, but goes quickly in.
Okay, that was a no-scope.
Yeah,
a little bit of an interesting play. It gets barrel stuffed there by the operator. Mizzou, Stevo has his own. Definitely is very potent with it. As door will get closed, Spike will go down, and Mizzou will be in a 4 versus 5. Both Hunter's Furies are available. And we see Boise State preparing for this all-out assault.
Yeah, one way is going to come up. The flash to the layup for Heaven with the peek out of Piggy, but
they don't clear the corner. They don't clear Panda. He's good for 2. Piggy, though, needs to find this kill, needs to find one of these members, and won't. Oh, but Ponder's got the lineups.
I wonder who taught him this one. You got the ulti, you got the lineups. What's Boise to do? Yeah, I mean...
Oh, that's what Boise does.
Yeah. I think they have it. They definitely do. They peeked out, or Ponder peeked out there at the ends, and was enough for Prestige to clean him up and take away that ulti. I really think that
I think
They
if
would've-
he doesn't die there, I think it's a round win for Mizzou.
It definitely is. Unfortunate to say the least, but tied up now from the side of Boise State. 2 ultis still in their back pockets. 1 off of the null commands for Panda, excuse me. So it'll be interesting to see how they want to approach this round. Looking like a 4-1 out of Mizzou. Just try to take that early A space. Maybe go back to what was working a little bit for them.
Yeah, Boise State, they hear the noise. They're going to full rotate some members over here. 3 now over towards A as Steve-O has been left on a little bit of an island over there lurking towards that B site.
Yeah, just trying to hold any aggression, see if anyone wants to push B main, push through mid. Just hold that space for Mizzou to be able to rotate back to, as you're saying. And Boise State haven't been very keen on holding the B site, or like anchoring. They playing in market, playing in CT, and just giving it to them and playing a retake. So we'll have to see how it pans out for them this time. No Killjoy util to punish Zayla on the entry, but Prestige gets the kill, no smoke in market,
Spike
and
down
just
B.
gets a shot straight on a clean line.
Now, Ponder spots an angle.
Flash.
Flash is going to come through. Good dodge. Nice kill. Will he get the safety? No, he will not. Here comes the Hunter's Fury as well. Zella not watching the flank. It's all up to Piggy. In a 1v3.
I mean, he has to
nowhere near.
30 seconds left.
That's Spike. 30 seconds left. Gotta pull your gun out. You gotta pull your gun out. Can't be walking around with your knife out in that situation. Easy free kill there for the Killjoy of Boise State. Take the lead here as well.
Yeah, and that op back in Skellis' hands, super important tool on Ascent. And so it looks like just gonna post up in mid again, hold that line, see if there's any aggression on top cat, and it looks like there might be potentially a dart coming through, just a mid default. So it'll be interesting to see how Mizzou react to this op, especially just on a lower buy with just pistols.
Yeah.
But the early dash burnt out of Skellis, so quickly gets off that angle, repositions, goes to A heaven, and the setup is changed instantly.
Yeah, immediately burns that dash. Big utility now down for Boise State. And Steve-O dodges the drone. But Boise State should know that probably lurking around somewhere as the turret is up for now. But, I mean, B-site is the weakest link here. It's some KJ utility and just that Sova.
And it looks like they're going quick on this. A little bit of a missed dash. The Killjoy Nano Swarm to stall. But they are going to get this site pretty cleanly. Some damage taken out of Zayla and Steve-O, but the site nonetheless.
Honor not able to land the shots there, lurking through mid. Will fall 4v5 now for this retake. Dart comes out, will not scan anyone. Gets broken rather quickly there by Zella.
Yeah, and it's going to be another miracle rounds that Mizzou's going to have to pull out if they want to take this one home. No space, they're all on sites and with pistols nonetheless, so.
Panda here, he's done it once. Do it again, will not. It's now up for Piggy to do it. There's 3, there's 4. Can he repeat what his teammates have done? He's stalling,
Time?
he's waiting, he's delaying. He's not able to land it, but he gets the round. That's enough time that he has delayed for Piggy to clutch up the round in a 1v5. Mizzou, they keep getting these rounds from these hero plays.
Yeah, and what a power position. I mean, twice now from that same exact spot. I mean, the right click coming through on Sororiana, I mean, just really puts a damper in that. And there's just no time for Prestige to get the defuse. I mean, a great hold in backside. So that's definitely what they want to be seeing. They still have pretty good money on the side of Boise State, so you're still going to be seeing that full pipe. But once again, the op is in mid.
Good flash. That's going to get that Killjoy off the angle. I don't think it's going to be a quick hit now, as multiple members have been suppressed. That's information over to Boise State.
Yeah, and they rotate the op over. Skellis posting up in heaven. just trying to see if he can get anything smoked off for now, but it will be interesting to see how he continues to use this off in the next rounds, or 2 rounds, excuse me. Because Mizzou seems to be aware and be playing around it fairly well, but Prestige punishes Super Shy with a great shot, and kind of hoping to get some of that form back from map 1 where he was going absolutely bananas.
Hoping to do something as the From the Shadows gets used, gets burned immediately, shut down. They're just waiting. The shot misses actually. Op does not land. Mizzou.
Yeah, they're able to go through dry the missed op shot, but
Oh, there's still that
look,
killjoy up
very
there.
on
They
it,
don't
yeah.
know.
30 seconds left.
Spike's still not down yet. That's another kill for Prestige. Make that 3 before it gets traded out. Big 2 kills there from Piggy.
Last player standing.
But meanwhile, all in sight, it's shut down.
yeah, that positioning we were talking about in that little box, and Piggy can't close it out. Great little bait and switch from Boise State, even though they weren't able to pick up the shot or the kills with the operator. They still had that sense of the bait and little switch, which really allows them to convert the round, because once they thought they had sight, but little do they know as they're going for plant, they get shot in the back. So great little play out of Boise State, and they have 3 rounds to try and close out this half with. Mizzou, on the other hand, 2 away from Jet Knives, 3 away from the lockdown, but I mean, Boise State with a lockdown of their own and a null command for that retake, it's definitely going to be a hard one for Mizzou to convert.
Yeah, it's so hard. I mean, Killjoy Ultimate already is so hard to destroy with the lockdown, and it makes it nearly impossible. You just have to give up all that space for free. You just have to turn tail and run, or run at the enemies, but with, playing CSGO,
Yeah.
no utility
Yeah.
whatsoever. It's so tough.
Especially if you layer it properly. If you can do the Killjoy lockdown and then ulti, or do the null commands as the Killjoy ultimate is about to go down, just to layer that properly so they don't have any util to actually go into the retake once the lockdown has pushed them back.
Really early lockdown, they're gonna burn it,
Yeah.
and it's actually gonna be a fake for Mizzou. It's just the one member, the op though. That's gonna find Zella, and now Mizzou. Surely you can't keep pushing this into an operator.
And they still have Roriana backside, cleans up Panda.
Player standing.
And it's just over before it even begins.
Yeah, looking like it's going to be a 7-5 half out of the side of Boise State.
30 seconds
Skelesis
left.
wants to close it out, gets called back, doesn't want to overextend. They've lost the 1v4 before, but he is able to close it out, get to 3K on the rounds, and get them up to a 7th, which is about what you'd expect for a defense side on Ascent, to be honest. A pretty good, pretty standard defense side. It's going to be really interesting, though, to see this pistol round is going to be super important. Mizzou was able to get the last 3 pistol rounds, both on Sunset, now the first one on Ascent. And if they're able to convert this one, it's definitely going to be looking pretty bright for the side of Mizzou.
Yeah, if Mizzou was able to pick this up, I mean, it's surely a tied half, and if you win the bonus, it looks even better as you take the lead 8-7. But again, it really comes down to this pistol. Are they able to find these kills, find these early frags, find this first blood?
Yeah, and it looks like Boise State grouping up to do some early mid pressure, dart out, 5 in mid, with a knife coming up top. And we'll just see there. They're just playing slow, seeing if there's any aggression. The drone coming through, clearing out Pizza. And just the walk up.
Has the dash. Gonna look for the play, but a good blind.
Yeah, but I think all of this is just going to be fake. They're going to group back, and I believe they're just going to go through cat, try to do a cat hit. This was all just feinting pressure.
Yeah, they're trying to bait and switch. But now Mizzou, they're walking through. If they find this Sova, that would be huge.
Yeah.
There's the jump peek, there's the kill.
And Mizzou, on the other side of the map, has 3 players. They've been able to push through A. They know what's happening. And
A good paranoia.
yeah, they have great cross.
Steve-O able to find one. There's the teammate there. Piggy finds another. Door gets closed. Spike still not down. That's another for Super Shy. And now it's all up to this Killjoy in a 1v4. We get a 1v3. Panda cleans it up. Mizzou win the pistol. Very important round to win.
Yeah, what a great round out of Mizzou. Some good ideas coming out from Boise State, but Piggy just on top of it with that calling, just able to really just close it out. And a timeout from Super Shy.
I don't know if that was intended.
I think it might be a bathroom
I think
break.
it is
I'm
a
not gonna
bathroom
lie.
break.
I'm seeing all the player cams, them running away from the desktop. So I'm gonna assume it's.
I'm gonna assume it's a bathroom break. They're not, cooking up anything special right now.
Yeah, the timeout after the pistol round win is definitely not something you see very often.
No,
there's not a single
they are
player.
going to be running to the bathroom. They're going to be resetting the mental, I guess. That's one way.
You could definitely. That's one way to do
Yeah.
it for sure. But got Piggy and CMO just chilling, just chatting it up, and it's a quick back time. I mean, they sprinted for sure to get back.
Yeah, they ran.
But
They ran there and back, but they're back now after their little bathroom break excursion.
yeah,
Timeout that they've called.
yeah, and while they were going to the bathroom, it is a good time for Boise State to be able to actually have a timeout. Just make sure to, even though they lost pistol, to calm their nerves. Just make sure they go into this half. Okay, we lost pistol this round. It's gonna be okay. We're just gonna try to play for what we can. But let's just make sure as we're going into these next few rounds, into this 15th round, that we're really getting set up well for ourselves. And the coaches just kind of love that opportunity to be able to talk to their players.
Yeah, coach is definitely going to like that. Piggy flashed off the angle. Boise State, they do take that early A main control. But they are walking into, once again, the Stevo setup here on this A site.
Yeah, and the setup holds for Cat as well, the alarm bot there, just to have that extra level of insurance. But they're backing off to Gelato. Boise State doesn't really want to have to deal with it. The deep smoke from the side of Piggy into A main really puts that pressure onto Boise State. So they're looking to re-explore going through mid, potentially Cats. But I think they're just trying to see if they can get any aim duels. I know they have a few deagles, so seeing if there's any overextensions from Mizzou. But on the side of Mizzou, they're playing pretty well disciplined, not over peaking, some pretty deep holds on their lines.
And I think this is just going to be a Boise State B-side hit as Piggy takes one, gets taken low though. It's the blind, gets the thing, finds another Panda. Gets one as well before getting taken down. There's going to be the Guardian up in heaven. Alex finds one, has the dash. Right now this Killjoy finds 3, but I mean...
The spikes in. The spikes in.
Spikes down.
Yeah.
There's like no time.
A little bit of an overcook, I think, from Boise State. They sit all their players Cat and then the solo spike into A main. But, Piggy loves to be in this match. He definitely wants to let Boise State know that he is in charge. He is here. He is ready to win this game. And he is not playing around. Yeah, he definitely
very confident in this game. 19 and 11, top fragging. We saw before it was Ponder, it was Alex, it was Super Shy, and now it's Piggy. So, I mean, Devin feeling very well. Each of these players good in their own right. Each can definitely carry and can frag out on, different maps and different agents.
Yeah, most definitely. It'll be interesting to see how they're able to perform in the rest of this half. And the judge comes out. We were talking about BM earlier. I mean, there's no better way than to make your opponent upset than to pull out the judge in the third round of the half. It never feels good to go down.
No, it never feels good. If Piggy wants, maybe you can steal this rifle away, but don't go over peeking now.
Yeah, a little bit too deep of a check into that, see if there was anyone on orb, but gets punished for it, and all the Boise State players are grouped up here, potentially going to go into a B hit, but the Mizzou players are rotating back over.
Yeah, and the dart, I don't know if that will actually give them enough info. Both teams burned the Sova darts to try and scout out, get those recon, but they don't tag anyone, they don't get broken either, so it's not a lot of info for both teams. Boise State slowly creeping their way up here.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to commit to this B site. Pawner in this back site position we've seen twice now. Amazing plays being pulled out from the side of Mizzou. But can he get anything again? He gets one, but gets traded out pretty efficiently.
of the judge. Now it's Steve-O.
Spike planted.
They love their shotguns.
They're trading out guns. They're giving the Vandal over. But I mean, it gets traded out. 2 versus 2 now. Vandal gets picked back up here.
One enemy remaining.
Nice kill there by Panda. Makes things a 1 versus 2. Surely you just play together. Surely you just trade out, but you don't. And Master makes it a 2K at the end. Gets the 3K. Gets the clutch. Boise State win the bonus. Mizzou almost sneak it out, but they do a lot of damage.
Yeah, and a great spray down from the side of Master to be able to close that out. And an important 1v2. I mean, that was that 15th round that we were talking about. Being able to convert that as Mizzou would have been super important to be able to build that economy, get that op online pretty early, and really just put a damper on Boise State's plan. But they were able to convert that rounds, and it's just looking like a fast A-pop out of the side of Boise State here.
I think it is as one immediately falls, and it will unfortunately perish, and so will Evan as well. Zella down to 10 HP in a 3 versus 4. Boise State going quiet now.
Yeah, they got the aggression. They did that first layer of utility. They got some kills. They did a lot of damage onto Zayla, and they're just backing off. They want to see how Mizzou may react throughout the rounds. They still have a full minute left in this round. They can do a lot. They can go back and work mid. They can continue just to cut noise. But that dart out of Ponder actually in mid is going to be super important to be able to tell Mizzou that, okay, yeah, they probably are still in A main. This is just a fake. They have that info now, and so they can just keep these players here and really try to punish this play. But we'll have to see, can they get any kills on this?
Through Steve-O finds 1, but only 1, unfortunately. Now Ponder in a 1 versus 3 has a nice early flank, but it's getting sniffed out here.
Gun.
You gotta kick. It's happened twice now. You gotta have your guns. You gotta be ready.
Looking like FNS out here. Having your knife out, but yeah, I think a really good early aggression out of the side of Boise State's. Mizzou had the right read. They didn't want to give up complete sights on B, so they were able to put a lot of those players over towards A, but just unfortunate, weren't able to pick any kills up on that second wave, but it looks like they're going to go for a flash play, maybe with a dash and a stinger out of Zayla. We'll have to see, but they're playing behind Hut, so this isn't really going to catch anyone.
Already through the stinger. Not able to find a Prestige, able to find Panda as well. So this one in the back, not able to find it. Now here comes the second. Finally, Mizzou were able to pick up 1, not able to find anything else. That was a fast one.
Yeah, and Boise was ready for that. They were holding. I mean, they were holding in spawn. They were holding behind Hut. They were definitely ready for that aggression. Maybe anticipating a B main play like they did, or a shark play into tiles. But definitely a good round out of the side of Boise State. I wouldn't mind seeing a timeout here. I know it's pretty early on in the half, but 3-round deficit. You do have a lot of Valorant still left to play, but
they can't. They used it.
That's right. That's right. They used it for the bathroom break. No. No.
Yeah.
Oh.
They don't have it in the bathroom break. Timeout. Fortunate. Now they're playing a little bit of a trap setup here, Ponder. They hear the TP in the back.
Yeah, they're anchoring this site. 3 here now. The
Zella 1.
shadows.
Make that 2. Not able to find 3. Gets traded out, but big 2 early kills. Slow down this push.
Yeah, they heard that from the shadows out of Piggy, and they decided to pivot into market, but they're just holding the space now. They know where everyone is, and they can just probably go to a different site. They still have the question of where Panda might be, but he's coming back up through market, and yeah, we're gonna have to see what Boise State decides to do. That's going to be a huge knife.
Surely that will.
Info.
Oh, but Panda needs to. This is so much info. The timing. Oh, the timing. He has no idea. They're gonna sneak by.
Yeah, and he's probably won't call them off either, because he just didn't.
He just turned away just right at the wrong moment. He thinks it's clear. He's not gonna calm. Boise State is going to get this plant for free here.
Yeah, and it is going to be a 4v2 or 4v3 retake. You have the Sova posted up in CT, so if they just clear him out, like double clear him out, they should be
10
able to
seconds
get
left.
this kill.
Please clear it. Please
if
clear it.
is the big question. So
Spike planted.
1, 2. They finds 2.
yeah, and it is an even situation now. 2v2, just grouping up together, going through cat. But they are going to have to put some time on this. The bomb was planted all the way on A, and while they were dealing with the Sova, time was ticking down.
Time's ticking away right now. Jet up top needs to find these kills, not able to. It's now Piggy in a 1v2. 1, not able to find the second. Prestige cleans it up. Boise State, they take 11. Mizzou on the back foot after a strong start.
Yeah. Similar to what we were talking about on that first map, just a very momentum-based game. Just going to make sure that the players are feeling confident. I think you were definitely seeing a lot of energy, excitement on that first half on Sunset, and that's when Mizzou was really performing well. They were getting those kills, taking those fights together, and Mizzou loves to take the fights, but just making sure they're doing it together and as a team is super, super important. So just some knives out of Zayla, some rifles from the rest of the gang, and the null commands for the side of Mizzou, but
I mean, look at Boise
4
State.
ults.
I've got 4.
Yeah.
I mean, one's a Blade Storm, not going to use it now, and From the Shadows isn't the biggest, but I mean, Lockdown scary, Hunter's Fury very scary as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of tools for Boise State to use on these next couple rounds. And Mizzou, I mean, they need to start winning. They've got their backs against the wall.
But it looks like they are just going to try to poke and prod in this B main, but it doesn't look like they're going to actually commit into anything. The spike's all the way back in T-spawn, so I think they're just trying to get this space, try to pull some rotations, and maybe go explore the rest of the map afterwards. Really try to, yeah.
That's a little bit of an overextension there from Piggy. Now Panda, there's multiple members very low. He needs to find the timing, he can't. He only finds 1, finds 2, only 2 though. But I mean, it's still a tough situation here for Mizzou. Zilla can go big, has gone big, needs to go big. The blades go wide though.
It groups up now, 1 blade in hands. 2 blades, excuse me.
Nice. Now it's a 1v1. Time not there. Zella needs to just play the time.
And Daimo gets the shot. Unfortunate on the side of Mizzou, and that's what I was talking about with the little bait and switch, really trying to pull the rotations forward on the A site, and Master punishes Piggy and is able to create that opening on that site. They just can flood in, and a pretty precarious post plants that Mizzou has to retake into. And now Boise State on 5 ultimates. Mizzou with 2 of their own, to be fair, but it definitely is going to be.
They need to be flawless. They can't drop around. You're looking at the mouth of the beast right now.
Yeah.
12-7. Mizzou trying to take this in the OT, trying to take this. They are undefeated so far. They don't want this to be their first loss.
Definitely not. Not one that they probably thought they should be losing to, but Boise State is a very strong team. So, I mean, as we've seen showcase throughout the day, definitely not anything to be scoffed at. Insane players, great utility and team play, but Mizzou, they still have a chance in this. 5 rounds to tie it up, to get it into OT, and they are definitely going to be playing their hearts out these next 5 rounds.
Spam comes through, but unfortunately Zella is going to get, not tagged, but is going to get spotted. Just sneaks out, but unfortunately will get tagged there. Gets a lucky kill before getting immediately traded there from the Hunter's Fury. Panda, please don't over-aggress. Panda, please. I'm begging you. Don't overswing. Don't overpeak.
30 seconds.
You don't need to.
And it looks like they're just going to try, maybe do a B splits.
I like this. They're going to trade ults, but behind you, you got to check. You got to make sure you're clear. I'll find 1, but I mean, Rana finds 2. It's all up here. Piggy Can he find this kill? He can. Well, Ponder will actually find...
He can get this res. Ponder with the kill.
Spike down.
And this is very winnable for the side of Mizzou.
Spike down. That's going to stall things just a little bit.
There is a flash play to delay a little bit of time. 2v2, no ults in hands. There's
Oh, it's all up to Piggy. Piggy needs to go big, and he can't, unfortunately. Dime.io finds the final, finds the 3K. Boise State find the match in 3.
Yeah.
13-7 here.
And what a stellar performance out of the side of Boise State. Really staying in that mentally after a tough loss on map 2. Really able to bounce back into map 3 and take it pretty cleanly. The attack side, wonderfully called. Some great calls from both sides, though. A great attempt from Mizzou as well. Heartbreaking to see our boys lose in that fashion, but you know, they definitely will come back stronger in the next matches. So
yeah, I mean, Boise State, they're not a weak school. They're very good. Mizzou, unfortunately, just not there today. I mean, also, I will say thank you to our sub. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, he played very well. Fortunately, just it wasn't enough today.
Yeah, Steve-O, the super sub, but it is team game, so unfortunate on that, but always good to see that 6th player getting some time in and being able to put the spotlight on themselves a little bit. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that's going to be it for us today, unfortunately. We will be closing the stream out, but don't worry, we've got League of Legends streams, we got Overwatch streams, we got Rocket League, and more Valorant later on this week and throughout the rest of the year. So be sure to check those out. That's going to be it for us today. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night.